Hey guys, 7 WWE Rocks here, and I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things today. Just all about yesterday's Raw, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it's a great step in the right direction. But I want to focus mainly. I don't know. We'll see where things goes. I'm not scripted or whatever. I just hit record and I start going. But try to talk a lot about the new world title. So when SmackDown had Dean Ambrose retain his title, so he would bring it to SmackDown, of course, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I thought, well, of course they're gonna have to have one on Raw. It can't just be Dean Ambrose unless he goes back and forth, and just that doesn't sound that great of an idea. But I was I was okay with them bringing back the big gold World Heavyweight Championship belt. I was okay with that. And then there's rumors or whatever, dirt sheets saying that they're probably going to make a new title. So I was like, okay, that's something interesting, something we haven't seen before. I really like that. And then Stephanie and Mick, they announced it on Raw with one of the most god-awful names. I mean, they must have gotten a 5-year-old to make that. It is called, because Mick Foley's like, we're going to call it after you guys, the people. And I'm like, okay, the people's title, the people's championship. I think The Rock already had that, but I'm like, okay. And then he said WWE Universe. So I thought, okay, WWE Universe, eh. And then he said WWE Universal Title. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. That is a horrible name. I mean, what's next? WWE Guardians of the Galaxy title? I don't know. Universal, ugh. I really like the idea that they're bringing back a world title, or making a world title for Raw. I'm very happy with that, but just the name, oof, that's rough. But also, maybe it helps out by who holds it first. And we saw who will be fighting for that SummerSlam. Seth Rollins got a bye. He's the #1 contender. So they were fighting to see who would face him at SummerSlam in 2 fatal 4-way matches. And the winners from those matches would face off in the main event. We kicked off Raw with a fantastic fatal 4-way. Something that could have main evented, I think. Or something, the WWE was like, we'll let this main event for any other show. We had Cesaro, Rusev, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor making his glorious debut. And a lot of people were mad he didn't have the face paint, but I didn't really care, to be honest. I mean, I wish his debut, would have been a big hype thing, like no one knew it was coming. Obviously, we knew this one was coming, but the night was not over, and he was going to make it one heck of a debut. So he wins his match. Reigns wins the other Fatal 4-Way, so I was like, no, they're going to do Reigns versus Rollins. I don't want to see that at all. And then they had their match. It was a very good match, I thought. And Finn Balor hit the double foot stomp, got the 1-2-3, and Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns. Won 2 big matches in his debut, making his debut really good, really awesome. And I am really excited for Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the WWE Universal title at SummerSlam. That should be a really good match. I'm just glad it wasn't the same thing. I'm glad it wasn't Rollins versus Reigns again. Because I just didn't want to see that. I wanted something fresh, I wanted something new, and we got Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins, so I'm very happy about that. Real quick, women's title change on Raw. Sasha Banks and Charlotte had a really good match with some great moments. Charlotte hit a moonsault to the outside. Dana Brooke getting ejected. Sasha pulling an Eddie Guerrero moment, flipping the title at her, so acting like Dana Brooke had hit her with it. I thought, okay, they're going to have maybe Dana Brooke interfere and they'll have the rematch at SummerSlam. Then she got thrown out, and I was thinking, okay, maybe Charlotte does like a heel tactic or just walks out, and that's the win. That's how she gets the win, and then SummerSlam rematch. But no, Sasha Banks won the title on Raw, which was freaking awesome. A great women's wrestling match that I really enjoyed. Sasha almost killed herself on that outside dive, the suicide dive. Oh man, that looked rough. Looked like she had snapped her neck. Like, in all honesty, it looked like she could have broken her neck right there. So, and then they went like 15 minutes more after that. So I was really happy about that. A great match. People are just gonna find something bad with literally everything, and people were mad that she didn't win it at SummerSlam. They were like, you ruined her big moment. Instead of just having it at a huge pay-per-view, you have it on Raw. But in a sense, winning a championship, a main title on Raw, is kind of a big deal now, because it doesn't happen that much. I mean, the last one I can think of is Roman Reigns defeating Sheamus for the world title on Raw, and the last time before that, I don't even remember. But I'm very happy that Sasha won it on Raw. The girlhood dream or whatever you want to call it. I'm very happy about that. I'm sure the rematch will happen at SummerSlam, and I hope they can do another great match. But I was very happy with this Raw. SmackDown, the ball is in your court. I hope they run with it. I hope it's fun and a really good show. And it feels like two completely separate brands. What's next for Dean Ambrose? What's next for AJ Styles, Cena? I don't know, Bray Wyatt. But I'm really looking forward to tonight's show. Probably gonna have to record it and not watch it at the exact time, but probably later today or later tonight. And if I don't, obviously tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WWE Please let me know what you thought in the show in the comments section down below. And I'd love to hear it. So thanks so much for watching. And as always, have a great day and enjoy SmackDown tonight.